We are now. Hey, what's up? So, listen here, world. I got Kim's Olipop in my hand. Peaches and cream Barbie edition, a new kind of soda. If you don't know what an Olipop is, like, check it out. There's a Caucasian female.
Yeah, all inclusive right there.
And
so,
African American.
Guys, we barely are. Listen, we barely are ready. Like I'm still
not even
a
close.
Work email, and I came in.
I'm choking. I'm choking.
And I found this. Well, I've seen him for a while. So Jordan was like,
I'm trying not
"Is
to
this
spill
good?" And so he wanted to like look at the ingredients, and he wants to
Brother,
now.
I'm going to read them on air. Listen to what's in this thing.
I'm going to read my work email for a
That's
second.
fine. Carbonated water, of course. Ollie Smart, cassava root fiber, chicory root insul.
I think it's cassava.
Oh, yeah, like you know. Inulin, Jerusalem artichoke, inulum, Naple cactus. And that's got a little asterisk next to it. That's just the extract. So it's not pure
How do you
maple.
extract a cactus? A cacti.
Nope, can't say that. Marshmallow root, also an extract. Colander flower, katsu root, peach juice, apricot juice, cassava root syrup.
Is there an R in there? I think it's just cassava.
Cassava, sorry, my fault. It's
Keep
hard to
putting
read a can.
R.
Apple juice concentrate, lemon juice, natural vanilla flavor, stevia, Himalayan pink salt, natural peach flavor, and natural bourbon vanilla flavor. Bro, that is a mouthful of stuff up in there.
That is, but it's all pronounceable, which I very much appreciate.
Buddy, this is...
We're just trying.
Why Barbie edition? Did you what
don't
drew you
know.
to that? I do not see you being a Barbie person.
I'm not actually at all. I'm not a pink person.
Reach for it. Reach for the sky.
I'm not a pink person.
That's a Toy Story reference.
I am not a Barbie person, but I saw the flavor and I've tried Olipops before and I hated it. I hated
it.
Every ounce of the experience. But the peaches and cream was kind of just like, you need to try me.
Come over to the dark side.
So,
I need you.
So it was one of those. Do you ever go to the grocery store and just like, I need this? Do you go? Are you the grocery shopper?
I don't grocery shop. So
that's probably.
Hey, anyway, shout out to all y'all listening to Grease and Grace. Welcome. I got to get to this really fast.
Hi, guys.
My name's Jordan.
My name's Kim.
Okay, we're glad that you're here. I had the coolest experience on Sunday.
I
just want to shout out. I want to shout out. You can if you want. Yeah. So I want to shout out to my little friend who came up to me on Sunday. Her name's Naomi. Naomi, what up? I'm giving you a shout out on our podcast. This little angel comes up to me.
She's so sweet.
Sweetest person ever. She says, Pastor Jordan. I said, oh, what's up, sweetheart? She's like, I love your podcast. I tell you what, I was like, oh,
brought the sunshine on the grayest of days.
Made me rethink everything I've said in my whole entire life. I've never had a more like excited yet terrifying moment. I was waiting for a mom to be like behind her, be like, never again.
No,
I'm so sorry for what I said. That's where I was going with it.
Well, are you gonna bite into that? Jordan, I thought you were going to bite into that orange like an apple. No. He's eaten. So, yes, Naomi, she is the sweetest little girl. They started coming to our church a few months ago.
Bro, and, you made my day.
So eventually she might be coming along with her brother to our Wednesday night.
You should.
And so,
because I'm there and Kim's there, and it's a party. Let me tell you what,
it's a good time. So
anyway, I wanted to shout out to her and just say, hey Naomi, thanks for making my day. You Miss Fantastic. Anyway, if you're new to this show, so this is Grease and Grace. We're recording not on our normal record day.
We're not going to be recording on our normal day.
Let me tell you what, like, it might get weird because I'm at the end of my day. Kim's at the end of her day, maybe. I don't know where she's at. I'm peeling an orange right now, and
I'm drinking an Olipop.
And it's wild in the streets. It's wild in the streets right now. So anyway, what we do here is we pick up a topic. We dissect the greasy things from that topic. In other words, things that drive us absolutely crazy and bananas. Berserker. Berserker.
I haven't heard that word in some time.
I've used 100% so much just out of spite of last week's episode. Like, people would say something to me. I wouldn't
that
even
phrase
like,
is totally
I'm like
a game
100%.
changer. Take that, Steven, who wrote that article.
There's so much like, what up now, Kim? Like, and people like looking at me like, why are you angry? Like,
you're like, it's none of your business. If you know, you know.
Hold on a second.
Which was also on that list.
Man, I look so homeless today. I do. It is wild. I mean, I'll tell you, I got a beanie on my head that's like halfway on. I got a yellow sweatshirt, and I got this giant
biting
beard.
into an orange.
Man,
you guys, he's eating the pith. Stop! That's bitter. Oh my goodness,
anyway.
Jordan. We're not getting anywhere today.
No, we're not. So.
This is what Jordan is like the day after he preaches,
what?
Especially on Revelation.
Yeah.
Revelation like takes everything out of your soul.
This lady in our church, she comes up to me today, and she's like, "Hey," she had talked to like an individual in the church or whatever. She's like, "That's exhausting. How do you guys do that? How do you preach and like come back?" I'm like, "Can you say that louder into the microphone?"
I feel like every Sunday, I equate it to like, okay, so at my job, I do like presentations for customers.
Kim's a chef, by the way.
I'm a chef.
That's why we call her Chef Kim.
I present like menu concepts to restaurants. So like concepts meaning like the dish itself.
Oh, yeah.
And so like there's a lot of talking that goes into it, and there's a lot of research, and like there's a lot that goes up. So then once I'm done, like literally the like 10 seconds after I have presented the last dish, I feel like there's just this like exhale.
Hello.
And so you don't get to exhale until September because Revelation is
it's gonna go for a while. I'm okay.
But I feel like every single week you can take that just like small
Let's
exhale.
do it. Rock to it.
The way that you're eating like the pith of this orange is disturbing me.
You know what? I eat the whole apple.
Like the seeds?
All of it. I'll do it on air if you want me to.
Don't do that.
I'll eat the whole thing.
No, because we're not going to be able to get through any topic. We're barely able to get to our topic.
I start from the bottom and I go up. And you should watch people who watch me.
Eat?
I just do it. People are like, "Oh, those seeds are poisonous." I'm like, "So is that Diet Coke you're drinking there, sweetheart." Like, you gotta calm down. Like, people are worried about my health because I'm eating a whole apple.
I mean, there is cyanide in the seeds.
Why are you eating the seeds? I'm like,
I mean, it.
What are you doing with aspartame?
Did you know that?
You want to talk about it? What's wrong with you?
Did you know that, though? That's how, like, wives used to kill their husbands.
Maybe that's Bethany. Like, eat the whole apple. She's
Jordan,
like, go
I'm
nuts.
Sick of you.
Hey, you know what? Eat 4 of them.
He's gonna grind up the seeds.
You ridiculous human being.
Yeah, that's how like long ago in a land far away. That's how wives used to kill their husbands because it was like undetectable. That's a lie. I don't think that's true. But they would like grind up seeds, so you can't eat like cherry pits or anything like that because there's cyanide in them.
My mom used to tell me if I eat my fingernails, that my
This podcast is so unhinged.
She used to tell me that if I eat my fingernails or like the skin off my fingernails, my appendix would explode. It's not till like 5 years ago I found out that she was lying. It's like, I was like, wait, what?
Why would your appendix?
To this day, I spit like like, you know how you chew on your fingernails? Like, I know that's not like right or whatever, but you spit them out or whatever. Like, to this day, I'm like, I can't have my appendix explode because I'm eating my fingernails. Isn't that so bad?
So we're gonna
What's up, Mom? I mean, I'm telling you what, Kim. Like, buddy,
we were told as a child.
I was like I found out. I don't know, through like some Google search or whatever, and I was like, wait, that's not how your appendix explodes?
So all these people who had like appendicitis, you're like, I know what you did.
John actually was in the hospital. They thought that was it. And I was like, you've been eating your fingernails, huh?
She's like, no, Dad.
I'm like a disappointed dad. I'm like, tell me you.
How dare you? How could you disappoint the family name like this?
I was so like, you know what? If you would have been eating your fingernails, this wouldn't have happened.
That's hilarious.
She's like looking at me like,
oh my goodness,
I didn't do anything. I'm like, yeah, you did.
I just told our children.
You did it?
Not our children.
Do you call him a
children.
Wally? Do you know what a Wally is? A lie. A Wally.
No.
That's
Why do you call it a Wally?
I don't know.
No.
Anyway.
No, it's called a lie. Is what- and this kind of ties in. So this is going to segue into our
topic of the day. Okay,
because we got to get to it. Otherwise, this is just going to be.
We're in the 10-minute mark. So yeah, we have definitely ventured in farther. But you're having a good time. So.
I am. So I hope everybody else is. Otherwise, it's going to be radio silence.
People like, I tried to listen, but I couldn't get over you guys laughing at each other for a solid 10 minutes.
You are the dumbest people.
We'll just stop eating your fingernails and we'll be okay.
So anyways,
you lied to your kids.
I lied to my children. So there is snow on the ground right now, and it's not like a good amount, but it's enough.
It's enough
that you can go sledding. So I took my kids sledding.
Good job. Good for you,
on
Mom.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And was like, yay, this is so much fun. And it was like a good hour and a half that we were out there.
Wow.
So then they wanted to go sledding again the next day. And Owen had fallen asleep in the car, and Miles was being real like disrespectful.
Okay.
And I just was kind of like, I'm over it. And so I let Owen like stay asleep in the car, and he woke up and he was like, I thought we were gonna go sledding, and I was like, they closed the parks.
Oh,
and Miles was like,
buddy!
why'd they close the park? And I go, a kid threw up. It got too intense.
You went to the Kimberly.
So Miles was like, somebody threw up. And I go, yeah, they got too scared.
He's going to be like 15 and be like, we can't play baseball today because somebody threw up in the park.
So I told him, I go, do you want to go sledding and somebody's throw up? And he was like,
oh, no.
And I was like, the park's got to clean it up.
I'm milking that one on Wednesday. I'm be like, hey, buddy, I heard about the park. I'm be like, yeah.
He's not going to remember.
So bad.
But anyways, that segues in perfectly because our topic today that we are going to be talking about is winter.
We're doing another season?
We're doing another season. We're doing it. We're doing it. I feel like this might be one where like we are room divided.
Brace yourself. Winter is coming.
I wish you could see what you look like with your hat.
Oh, it's wild.
And your beard.
Wild. I'll take a picture and send it to you so you can post it for the peeps.
Crazy homeless guy. Winter is coming. So we're going to be talking. Okay, so you guys need to understand that I am of the, what do you call it?
Great photo.
I'm in the minority where I love winter.
You are a minority.
I am a minority, and I'm part of the minority because
why would I say that? It's so mean. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll hold this. I mean, I've called you homeless a couple times.
I also am a minority.
Anyways, but I love winter.
Do you really?
With my whole
Have you
heart
always
and soul.
loved winter though?
Yes.
Like from the time you were a kid?
I love winter.
Okay.
And I know that you do not.
It was going to be hard for you because what's your greasy side?
Well, you have to define it, homeless Jay.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Homeless Dave. Define it, you weirdo.
So, as he's defining it, let me just set this up for you
totally
guys.
forgot about my job here.
We're not podcasting on our normal day. Like, nothing's normal.
I'm done with all my work.
So
that's what's going on. Like, I have nothing on my mind right now. Like, I kid you not, I worked so stinking hard today. Like, when you walked in, I was like, oh. Yeah,
that means we're done.
Here we go.
So let me explain. We haven't explained what we do. None of this is normal.
What we do?
Jordan. Yeah.
I already did.
You did?
Yeah. Okay. We
Okay.
explained the greasy and gray side.
Sorry,
you missed that. Yeah. I already did that. There you go. All right.
We're such a mess.
No, it's all right. Winter is the coldest and darkest season of the year.
That's not what it says.
It 100% says that. Now, if you don't believe it, the other night at 5:30, it was dark.
It was dark.
And it did not get light until 8 a.m.
Yeah. This morning it was light at
It was
7:50, which was really nice because I read verses for my kids to memorize. on the way to school.
Oh, good for you.
And so I was able to read them.
Hopefully you don't lie to him about the real. Let me tell you something, kid. This is a verse. Is it though, Mom? Is it? Okay, anyway. Winter is the coldest and darkest season of the year in polar and temperate climates.
Yes.
Okay. It also occurs after autumn and is before spring. No duh. Did you really have to put that in the description? Summer is after spring.
Is maybe, people in Africa don't know. They have wet and dry season.
California people are like, wait, what? There's snow? All right. The tilt of the Earth's axis causes seasons. Winter occurs when a hemisphere is oriented away from the sun. Different cultures define different dates as the start of winter, and some use a definition based on weather. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't agree more. 100%.
I don't feel like we have to
don't go into
elaborate it any more than that. It's the days of the year that are
it's the most wonderful time.
You know what's really funny?
Excited.
So we live in Midwest Indiana, and I think it's really funny because for the longest time I thought that like winter was like September, October to like January, February. Nope.
No.
December is like January to March, April.
What are you saying right now? December?
Yeah, because
you mean winter?
Yeah, winter is. That's what I'm saying.
Winter is from January.
Did I say December?
You said December is
January. Yeah. Winter. Winter. Like I used to think like winter was like it would get cold in like October, and then it was going to be cold till like January, and now I'm realizing. No.
I think that it's changed, though. I think we had this conversation in the 100%. Fall episode.
When I went to school in Indiana, when I went to college, there was snow on the ground in like November, October.
Yeah.
Then it would last till like February, and now it's switched to like December.
I think it's changing.
Yeah.
Which, once upon a time, my mom had said...
once upon a time back in
this,
94.
Like, she thinks that the Earth... while it's rotating, is also like shifting, and that's why the seasons are changing. And so, like, eventually, like, so far down the road.
Editor note: we are not scientists.
Well, we're not scientists.
Some scientists is sitting in the back like,
wow. No, none of us are scientists, but because of this change that like it's taking place before our eyes, because people are like, it's global warming. I don't know what it is, but
regardless, it feels like it's switched.
It's shifting in another direction. It's not researched by any means.
Right.
But I'm like, I could see that. I could see that happening, and especially because like Florida and Texas is getting snow right now. Yeah.
Like Texas has had snow a couple of times, which I think is interesting. But regardless, like you're gonna have a problem finding greasy things about winter, aren't you?
Well,
because you like it so much.
I love winter. That's why.
What's your grease then?
My grease is that we don't have enough of it right now.
Oh my word.
Okay, no, real life. So winter in Indiana
you
used to be
get baptized.
like feet of snow. Feet of snow.
Oh, that's
used
true.
To happen. Okay, that long gone are those days.
I spent the first 5 years of my life in Pennsylvania, so it was winter. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it used to be winter.
Yeah.
Here we would have snow days because there was so much snow.
Big enough drifts that you could make tunnels and they would last for months.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Now winter in the Midwest has just turned into and I can't say this today because it is bright blue skies.
It is. It changed big time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But
it didn't start that way.
Normally, it's like this perma blanket of gray, and then the snow is like white and gray.
It doesn't look like a snow cone that got mud on it.
Yeah, it's just like it's sad now. If I like days like this where the sun is out and the snow is on the ground, it's like energizing to me. Like I love it so
especially when the sun's out because it's white.
It's white, so it's reflecting, and I'm like, yes, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, as well as the snow. That's how I feel.
Okay.
But
you went on the gray side real fast. Like
because I love winter. I love it.
I bet you I could get some things that you wouldn't like.
What's a grease? Go.
You pick it.
Go.
You name it.
You name it.
You have to start your car. What in the world?
Oh yeah, because your garage.
Oh yeah, we don't park our cars in the garage.
Is for your working.
My garage is my gym. Yeah. So like we don't do that. So like you have to start your car. Frost on your car is horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. I don't like that. Ice scrapers always break. Pain in the butt.
I have
Can't stand
only
it.
owned one. I usually use my license.
Do you really? Yeah. I didn't even know that's a thing.
I used to live in an apartment, and so like I couldn't just start my car.
Yeah.
And so I would just go out, and every single time I'd be like,
oh, I have nothing. Wait, I do have something.
So I started using my license, and it works perfectly fine.
I'll give you, like, this is one that you're not gonna like ever pick or imagine. Here's what drives me nuts about the winter. It's the people who don't feel cold. I'm over here 7 layers. Like I got, like all these coats on. I got a face mask on. I got gloves on. I look over dudes in like shorts and a t-shirt.
I just had that experience like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago.
What?
There was this guy who was like wearing flip-flops, and I was like, huh? You know that it's like 20 degrees out. He was a big dude, so I mean, like, I guess he got some extra insulation. I don't know, but like,
I just want to touch him. Like, are you that hot? Like, are you really that warm? Like, I don't even have to touch you. I just want to see if there's heat radiating off your body. Did you just run?
I will say, like, my legs don't get cold like the rest of my body. Like, I could go out with shorts on and I'd be like, oh, it's cold. But like,
I don't understand that.
If my feet are warm, the rest of my body is warm.
Dude, people
They're
like
the thermostats of my body.
So that's one. I got so many more. So I had a bad experience with the winter. I've had multiple. But this is like 10 years ago. I slipped on the ice in our driveway and I broke my leg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So like... You're one of those people. Yeah. There's 2 types of people in this world. There's the type of people that you watch somebody slip on the ice and you're like, oh no, are you okay? And then there's Kim's. And Kim and Bethany, my wife, are the same person because you guys would sit there and just laugh. Bethany's like, oh, help that poor soul.
I'll help you, but just no. Well, and so it doesn't help that when I'm nervous about something, then I laugh.
Yeah.
Like when somebody is sad, a lot of times I'll laugh. So then
they're like, hey, my dad died. And you're like, nope.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, that's terrible.
But like, so if you slip.
Sometimes people laugh though because they just don't know what other thing to say. So yeah, anyway.
Well, so once upon a time, I had a friend she was like, you were
once upon a time, what is this, a fairy tale?
So it was a traumatic situation.
Okay.
She was really sad. And I was like stone silent because I wanted to just crack jokes.
Oh, no.
But like, you can't do that. And so she was like, you were the most awkward person I have ever seen. And I was like, I wanted to be there to support, but there were a couple moments where like I would think of a joke and I'd start like, so when people fall, I love when people fall. I love when I fall. Like, I think it's hilarious. It's not like if my leg was broken,
it was bad.
If my leg was broken, I don't think I'd be like, whoa, let's do it again.
My buddy comes over, he like flings me over his shoulder, takes me to the hospital. It was so terrible.
Well,
like,
you could slip on other things in the summer.
It was bad.
Like a banana peel.
Black ice drives me nuts. I mean, like you're driving and all of a sudden, like now I don't have any control of my car. That's weird. Actually, go ahead.
You're a chaplain for the police department, but you still have to go on calls.
And fire department, yeah, both.
So how does winter
affect everything?
Is it busier?
It's just different. Like, so winter in whether you're law enforcement or fire department, it's just different. Like, calls are relatively still the same. I mean, accidents definitely increase in the winter, but for the most part, like, I mean, it's a different type of call. In the winter time when it's really snowing, if there's not like a tragedy or something that happened, like an accident or whatever, it's usually fairly slow because people don't get out. Like they don't come out.
That makes sense.
They're like, nope, not doing that.
This is my hibernation season.
Same happens though when it gets really warm out too. Like when it's really, really hot, people don't go out.
It was just like people get crazy.
No, not necessarily. I mean, people get crazy more for like grocery stores than they do like law enforcement.
Have you ever had to go to the grocery store to like break up a fight because people were fighting over like bread and milk?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've heard stories about it, but like
that's a thing. People do that.
Oh yeah. Especially in COVID, that happened a lot.
Well, that was toilet paper.
Yeah. Like that was kind of a big deal.
What a weird time.
I was looking at pictures the other day and I was like, whoa, what happened there, buddy? Like, yeah, super weird. But yeah, like their grocery stores take more like of a quote unquote hit, I would say, from those type of things, because everybody's like running in and they want like I don't understand where you're a chef. Like, where does the milk and eggs thing come from? Like, that's the number one and number two things that people buy.
I think because they're common. Like you can do a lot with those two items.
Like flour, you can make things with that.
Like if need be, if like in the, what was it? Like the blizzard of 78. Everybody, I think that's what it was. There was a blizzard that happened here in Indiana in like 78 where like people were shut in. Like there was so much snow.
You couldn't get anything.
You could not get outside.
Yeah.
Cars could not go. People were like literally digging tunnels from their house to the next person's house to the grocery store. Like you were literally building tunnels. And so I think the thought process behind it is you can do a lot with milk and eggs that is sustainable.
Yeah.
More so than probably anything else.
I just think it's interesting.
It's like a staple.
Yeah, like, because in the wintertime, it's like people just go, like, immediately are like, oh, man, we got to go to the grocery store and get milk and eggs. I'm like,
it's strange.
Okay.
There was one time, probably about 10 years ago, and I remember taking like a Instagram post about it because like people went crazy and like bought all of the cheese.
Yeah, those are like anything dairy feels like a really hot commodity. Yeah. If I owned a grocery store, I'd just shoot it up.
Nervous cheese.
Hey guys, the cheddar is $6 for a brick. We just went through the roof.
I don't know. I'm not, because maybe it's because I'm a winter person, but I'm not somebody who's gonna like run to the grocery store to get staples. Like I'll just make do.
My greases are
I'll
so.
eat my dog if I no, I won't. But
like my greases are weird like that. Like for example, the winter drives me nuts because you can't get watermelon. Like they love
watermelon.
Fruit in general. So like it's like 6 months out of the year. Hey, all the fruit that you love goes into hibernation.
That's true. Well, tropical fruit's in right now,
but it's expensive.
It is.
Like it's super expensive because people are putting in their lollipops.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to look something up, okay?
Kim is so preoccupied with her phone. It's like she's texting somebody. No, she checked out and went in an entirely different place.
No, I'm looking at something to see if it's going to work the way that I want it to work, Jordan.
Okay, buddy.
Just like autumn. Oh, it might be. But this is more about Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't want Christmas.
Anyway, that drives me nuts because like you go to the grocery store and it's like, oh, do you want watermelon? They're $20 a piece. Like,
or they're not flavorful.
Or there's nothing to. Now I get it. I totally get it because you can't get it, here because it's winter. Like, I understand, but it's gone and it's like, oh man, I really want.
It's gonna happen again soon.
I know. It just makes it that much better.
What is it? In March is when berries start. But I don't know. You know what I have noticed is that there are mad strawberries in the grocery store right now.
Right now,
I don't understand
and blueberries.
Why.
Those are big too.
I don't understand why. Because it's not.
You would feel like they're out of season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bought some because I was like, yeah.
And they're good too.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah, they're really good.
I haven't, they're in my fridge in my garage and I keep forgetting that I have those in there.
Do you have any greases? You haven't said any.
I did. That it's not.
Long enough? You don't have any others. There's not anything about winter that drives you crazy, that just irks you. You can't think of one thing.
How other people drive.
You are legitimately the driving thing is
people
amazing.
Driving makes me mad.
Did you see what I
get out of the way of me, who is fine? Like, okay, so when I learned how to drive, sorry, I'm not letting you talk for a second. So my dad, when I learned how to drive,
I'm eating the apple.
this is going to disturb me. Okay, when I learned how to drive, my dad was like, you were going to make sure that like if you're going to spin out, then you know how to control your car in case of that event. So I have always been extremely comfortable driving in the snow because I
grew up in it though.
I grew up in it and I know how to manage it. But I am always stuck behind like Richard and Betty, who this is the first snow that they've seen in their entire lives because they used to live in like Arizona, Scottsdale.
It's like people forgot.
And and it's like move out of the way. If you are going to, it needs to be like there needs to be like a snow lane so that everybody can just go 15 miles per hour and then let the rest of us go like the normal speed limit. It's not like I'm like speeding or anything like that. I'm not being like irresponsible.
I'm going the speed limit.
Yeah. But like it's more dangerous for me to pass you than it is for me to just go the speed limit because that's requiring me to go into the middle where there's still like a little bit of a drift. Because
you're like, I'm just going to hold on and hope that I make it leapfrogging.
Y'all are making my schedule like 10 minutes behind because I account for like if it's windy, if it's, you know, like I account for all of that. I don't account for you just like driving at a glacial pace.
I posted this picture today.
You really do eat the apple.
Yeah, like, the whole thing. I posted this picture today. This is back from COVID. If you rarely drive on snow, just pretend you're taking your grandma to church. There's a platter of biscuits, 2 gallons of sweet tea in a glass jar in the back seat. She's wearing a new dress and holding a crock pot full of gravy.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. But
you do that and you're good.
Yes. Just move over.
Was it it was a couple it doesn't matter the day because it's irrelevant because when this gets posted. But anyway, it was really bad out and we were driving. We were supposed to go visit Bethany's family. And we stopped, like, Bethany's like, are the roads bad? And I was like, they're not good, but here's the thing, like, if we turn around, that's okay because cars are going slow.
Yeah.
If there was no cars on the road, I would make it there and back. No problem. Not even worry about it. But because there are other people in this world, we're not going to make it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, I just, that's the only other thing though. I'm dead serious. I love winter. Like just the other day, it was like snowing, it was nighttime, and I like went out on my porch and just stood there. I was like taking it all in. I love winter.
All right, so then let's go to the graceful side.
No, we need to do something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Just like the what kind of autumn girly are you?
Oh, quiz time?
We're doing
quiz time.
So we're
choked on my apple.
We're gonna find out what is your winter style vibe. Homeless right now.
Yeah, right now it's just like whatever's in there that will keep me warm. I want that. Put it on my body.
So,
all right, go.
Question number 1. The holidays are almost here. What's your favorite way to ring in the season? Having fun in the snow?
Hibernate.
No. A hot chocolate night with your crew? A fancy family party? Or a late night drive-through your town to look at decorations?
I don't do late night anything, so...
Okay, so take that out.
That's out. What was the first one?
Having fun in the snow.
I mean, probably that.
Okay. Number 2, which artist have you been listening to lately?
Oh, no.
You, who has not listened to...
I don't listen to any like secular music right now, so...
William Eyelash.
Although, pause just for a second. I do have to tell you this. Did you see the introductions into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that just happened?
No.
Okay, like, there's a couple people that got in. Dave Matthews got in, right?
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
So they were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. His induction speech is amazing.
Like funny?
It's the most random, like, you know how he talks.
Random.
He's so...
Yeah.
The bands are behind him. They're like, we'll just wait until you're done.
We're just going to ride this wave.
It was unbelievable. It's so funny.
I'll have to watch it.
It's unbelievable. And his performance was absolutely outstanding. Like,
what did he perform?
He did a Talking Heads song at the very end. Like, he got to the end of his speech. He's like, we're going to play music while you guys leave. You know?
Everybody there was like, oh.
Yeah, they were all cool.
This.
But here's what's funny. Like, he has like this really like nervous energy to him.
He does.
Until he puts his guitar on. And then he becomes like this totally different person.
That's so weird.
So he puts his guitar on. He's like, hey guys, you know, blah, blah. And then you're like, what happened? Like, you just totally like switched over. It's a total side note, total rapid fire. Don't want to forget it, but it's so good.
I'll have to watch it.
All right, so
okay, so William Eyelash,
which
is Billie Eilish.
All right, I was gonna say, do people know that? I know that. We can talk in code. You know that?
We can. T. Sweezy.
Okay.
Taylor Swift. Olivia Rodrigo, which I don't think I know who she is. She's a young. Was she Wednesday Addams?
Oh yeah. Do you watch Tiny Desk concerts at all?
Not too many. I've seen a couple. There's this one chick that I've watched a Tiny Desk concert. Aurora.
Billy's was really good. Billy's was really good.
I saw a couple clips of that one.
It was her and her brother.
Yeah,
they have like a weird relationship. It's like you guys are a little too close.
They're a little dream team.
Yeah, but I guess he's been with her since like day one. Mm-hmm. So it was just them two, but it was good.
She's got a phenomenal voice.
It's unbelievable.
I like, as much as I don't necessarily listen to her music like ever, I can appreciate her voice a lot. Here we're talking about music.
So Billy, Swiftie, some lady I don't know.
Olivia Rodrigo, who in my head is Wednesday Addams. If anybody below the age of 20 is listening to this, they're like, Kim!
That's my girl. No,
and then Adele.
100%.
You're listening to Adele.
I love Adele.
Sad girl season.
I love Adele.
You do.
Oh, she's so good.
I've never thoroughly enjoyed her.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't
why.
have to I don't listen, I don't put on her music, but her voice is fantastic.
She does have a great voice. She does. Okay, so you're Adele. Okay, what's your go-to beauty look, Jordan? Winged eyeliner. Oh, does chapstick count? That might be yours.
Recovering addict.
Pink lipstick from like a barely.
Wait, what was the first one?
Winged eyeliner. You decking out them eyes?
No.
Okay. Gold shadow bronzer.
Oh my goodness! I don't
Which
even
one?
know. You pick mine. You pick
your chapstick, man. It's simple. If you were a girl, though, in my
chapstick.
head,
I would give chapstick.
If you were a female, though, in my head, you would be the pink lips, like the pink lipstick. I think you would.
Chapstick. Sorry.
Okay. You're a chapstick girly. Imagine you just booked a plane ticket for the ultimate winter vacay. Where are you heading?
Oh.
New York City.
Okay.
Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
Paris. Or the Grand Canyon.
Second one.
Fiji.
Yeah.
Are you
warm.
a beach dude?
I can get down with SoCal.
Nope. Okay, lastly, some much needed chill time. What is making it into your relaxation routine?
Adele. I'm just kidding.
An afternoon walk.
Yeah.
A Netflix marathon.
You can't
even say yes. You don't even know the other
I walk
two.
every day.
So does everybody else in America.
Oh, no. I mean, I take walks like over 3 miles a day. Right now, that's my go-to. Anyway, keep going. You can give me the rest.
A facial. Have you ever had one? Those are nice. Feel good.
Okay.
Anyways, a songwriting session. I can hear your apple. A walk. Okay, heard. Click for the results. We're going to find out what kind of winter girly you are. You're chill and chic.
That's true.
Keeping things cute is your kind of motto. You're always down for a relaxed hang, from snow day movie marathons to laid back winter walks and around the neighborhood. Your bestie loves your calm energy. Do you have a calm energy?
I don't think that's true at all.
I bet you do have a calm energy.
Yeah. I got kind of like a good vibe going.
Yeah. Okay. I can see it. So you're a chill and chic girly.
I've actually started walking in the winter, which is weird. I did like 4 miles the other day, and it was like blowing and crazy.
You know what I don't understand? How people run. Like run in the you're taking the seeds out.
If they're
I told you cyanide?
No, if they're like hanging, I don't eat them. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if they're out there, like I'm not just gonna throw them in my
This
mouth.
This podcast is sponsored by apples and oranges,
which are on sale right now.
Yeah, people who like run, like marathon running outside. Have you ever done that? Mm-hmm. It hurts my ears. So I learned.
Yeah, I can see that.
I learned that like if people run, it constricts your veins, I think it is. So then when you get back into the like warm air, your veins relax, and that causes pain. Because I like for soccer, I used to run all the time. Yes.
That's what I figured.
And no, I am just that scientifically smart, Jordan. And so
it's getting warmer.
And so I used to run all the time for soccer, and I remember I would have to run in the winter time, and I would come back inside, and like it would like be piercing my ear.
Really?
Oh, it's like such a sharp pain. In my head, everybody has that. It's not a thing.
No, I like running in the winter is really good because it puts in your mind like if you stop, you'll die. I always used to think about that when I was on long runs. I'm like I'd be 8 miles in and I'd be like, listen, if you stop right now, you're dead.
You're going to get hypothermia.
You're going to get, like, all the sweat is going to freeze, and you'll be left here
that is some motivation.
alone to die. Huh. And I'm like, oh, we better keep going.
All right, Graces. Are we on to Graces?
We've been on Graces.
I don't have many Graces. Graces. Winter sports are the best sports, hands down. Skiing.
You're talking to the, like, number one hockey fan.
Snowboarding, hockey, ice skating. All of those. What is it? The curling. Everybody loves curling in the Olympics. Like, so many awesome sports happen in the winter. You cannot say that winter is a sucky season because it's a great season.
I like
full of great sports.
I do like to ski. Yeah, like a lot. It's
I
actually
need
really
to take
good.
my kids. Didn't you just go on a ski trip? Not like last year.
Last year I went to Colorado. This year probably not gonna happen. My kids are like, "Hey, Dad, teach me how to ski." I'm like, "No."
That's why you go to.
I don't want to do it. I want them to be able to ski, but I don't want to be able to teach them. Like I'm like, I don't. It's so expensive. Like I'm not gonna pay $50 a person for you to like fall down the bunny hill.
Why?
There's a guy in our church. You know him. He's on your team. He works in the sound booth. Anyway, he's a huge skier.
Really?
Yeah, and
is he tall?
Yeah, and I went to out west with him. Anyway, I told him, I was like, "Hey, my kids want to learn how to ski. You're the guy." And he's like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll teach them." And I was like, "I know." I was like, "I don't. I'm not doing it." He's like, "They need to learn." I'm like, "I bet they do."
I want to go and teach. I think Owen would be okay with it, but I don't think that he would enjoy it. Like, I think he would be down the bunny hill twice and then be like, "Mom, I'm tired."
Well, the problem with skiing is if you don't go at the right time, kids get cold. And then once they get cold, they don't want to be out anymore. So like there's this real sweet spot to like
this weekend would have been perfect.
Right. You got to introduce them to it and you got to get them on the slopes where they're having fun and they're learning how to do it. And it's not too cold. And then when they do learn how to do it and you go on the slopes like and it's cold, they don't care because they're like, I know how to ski.
True.
Yep.
But I don't know that I've ever skied and been cold because like once
you're
you do
moving.
it, you're so I would get so hot, like to the point that I'm like, is it acceptable to ski right now in my sweatshirt?
People do it all the time. Like, well, like
it's so hot.
So when I went out to out west, like I learned that our winter and their winter are totally different.
Very different.
Oh my goodness, they're totally different thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, when I got out there, I was like, I could do this winter. This winter is like legit.
It's sunny.
It's sunny.
Yeah.
The snow stays.
Yes.
It's not like wet snow.
It's a different texture. Yeah.
It's very like people are still chill. They're still in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
In Indiana, when snow hits, people are mad. Like they are angry.
Which I don't understand because in my head I'm like, you live in northern Indiana.
They're always surprised.
I know, and I'm like, this is a regular occurrence.
They wake up, they look outside, they're like, "What is this?" And you're like,
"It's January 17th."
This is where you live. Like, I hate it.
You chose this.
Move.
Yeah, snowbirds do it.
Yeah,
they do it right. If you don't like the snow,
I understand if you're a kid and you don't like the snow because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck here. Like this is where your mom and dad live.
Yeah.
But fully grown adults like will come in and they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, this weather drives me crazy." And I'm like, buy the right clothes and you'll be fine.
Like I feel like I'm more justified when I'm like, why is it 100 degrees outside? We live in northern Indiana. Why does it feel?
Where's the snow? That's fair. I can see that. Yeah.
Like, I'm no. So
this year I've been embracing it. So like this year I don't like hate the winter, but then again it hasn't been really that cold yet.
Do you get like the winter blues? Some people get that.
Yeah. Sad. Seasonal depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I combat that like in a major way. I have like the lights in my bathroom that like are super bright. Like so when I wake up,
like a UV light, like whoa.
Yeah, Bethany will actually come in. She'll be like, "Oh my word! Like what is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to be happy. I'm doing this for you."
So I think last year was the first year that it actually affected me.
It's just a lack of sun.
Yeah, I think last year we didn't get a lot of sun. Last winter was sloshy and horrid. Yeah. There was nothing. It rained all the time. It was gray, and I was like, "What is life?"
Sunday, I showed up and I pulled my sneakers out of my backpack. And both my girls are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You can't wear sneakers outside because they get ruined." So I wear my boots, and then I just put on like my sneakers when I get here. I'm Mr. Rogers.
Sounds like it.
It's Mr. Rogers. So there's all that to say. The reason I saw that is because there's ways to combat it. Like, so, you don't like it? Okay, well, like this year I'm learning to like figure out clothing, and I walk outside. I don't walk inside often. Like,
fresh air does a lot for the soul.
Embrace it. Yeah. Like, just like, so the other day I was walking, it was snowing, it was super pretty outside. Like, I didn't mind at all.
You're
like,
turn into a winter girly.
Maybe. I mean, got my chapstick in the pocket, listening to Billy E.
I want to take my kids skiing first. I know how to ski. So, story about snowboarding. I tried to snowboard. Josh and I tried to snowboard.
I can snowboard.
So I cannot.
It's different though.
It's hard because I learned how to ski when I was a kid. Snowboarding, when you're learning how to snowboard as an adult, things are a little different.
It's kind of like,
I can't skateboard either though.
It's kind of like the way that I would equate it is, do you ever see like the older people at the park that are on their bikes and they got the big like old bikes with the baskets in the front?
Yeah.
They're having a good time. It's great, you know? And then you got the people who are on like road bikes that are really thin.
Yeah.
That's the difference between snowboarding and skiing.
I want to be the fast one though. I want to so badly. So we had a couple that they snowboarded.
Mm-hmm.
So we somehow like got onto the topic of like, oh, let's go snowboarding and it will be so much fun. I don't know what park we went to. It was like 6 hours away north. It was so far up. I could not tell you where
up
we
in
were.
Michigan?
Yeah, we were so far away from home.
Okay.
And so they were like, once you get here, then like, we'll go with you. We'll teach you how to snowboard. So we rented our snowboards and we're like, okay, let's go. So I don't know what happened, but they left.
Oh no. So they bailed on you.
So it was just Josh and I trying to figure out. We didn't have lessons. We didn't make it past the bunny hill. We were trying so hard to figure it out. Josh at this point, I think
I could just see him getting so mad.
I think he might have like dislocated his knee.
Oh my!
At one point, I almost got a concussion going up the.
That's the hardest part. The hardest part about snowboarding is you have to take your foot out.
Yeah,
it's super annoying. Like, you get to the bottom of the hill, you have to take your foot out, and then you're like hopping like a handicapped bunny trying to get to the thing, and you're like, you know what? I just give up, and nobody takes their board off, so you're like, well. I guess I look like a handicapped rabbit.
So that was the last time that Josh will ever go snowboarding. But I want to take the boys skiing. Josh is like, I'm not going skiing. And I'm like, why? It's going to be a fun time. He's like, I'm not going skiing because snowboarding was horrible. And I'm like, but it's not the same.
Skiing's not this. It's
I love
not the
skiing.
same.
I like it. I haven't gone in a long time. But
what are your other graces?
Other graces.
Like your top.
I have said this so many times. I love the stillness of snow. I don't know how else
quiet.
to explain. It's so quiet. One of my like favorite things. It's so weird, but like one of my favorite things to do is like after we're like driving or something like that, turning off the car once we're in the garage and just like feeling that rest.
It is really calm. I'll give you that.
I like that. And so, like the other day, I was standing outside on my porch and I just like the snow was very quietly falling. I could still kind of hear it like hitting the trees and stuff like that. But like there were no cars going by. There was no kids. It was just so
peaceful.
Still.
Yeah.
And I love that feeling, that sound.
Yeah, because you can hear like footsteps and you can hear like some crazy stuff.
Snow sounds wicked cool.
Yeah, yeah. When you're crunching, like
this is an ASMR.
Do
you have any graces?
Yeah, winter fashion. Period.
Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this
Come
thing.
on.
Have you ever heard of skijour? Skijour? SKIJOUR. I'm gonna pull it up.
I'll do
Are you gonna do it?
Yep.
So the fashion that they wear riding these horses, I don't know
J-O-R?
what it is. JOUR.
JOUR. Okay.
So the people
Skijouring.
riding these horses.
Winter sport in which a person on skis is pulled by a horse or a dog.
It's so country.
What in the world?
But there's like events and
that's kind of
fashion.
Sweet.
It is. There's like the fashion that these people roll up in. They've got like their sweatshirts, but then they got like their fur coats.
How did you come across this?
Long ago on TikTok.
Okay, so if you guys want to, you can look this up. It's ski and then JOUR or JOR. And basically, people on horses pull skiers.
Yeah.
And then they do crazy stuff like jump off jumps or whatever. It's basically how you would ski if you had no mountains. So it's how they ski in Montana. Yeah. And you're not kidding. Some of the fashion is unbelievable.
Like I remember watching it and like
wow, that's a thing.
The swag that they have rolling up with their horses, and their horses are decked out.
There's a girl who is being pulled by a horse on this picture. She's in a full like ski suit, but the girl on the horse has like this giant coat with a hat with a feather in the top.
Yeah,
of it.
It's like
that's wild, man.
Go on a deep dive because it's just whenever
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It,
and then dogs, they do it like sled dogs, like it's the same thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wow. But do the mushers like wear cool things? Like
the horse fashion is definitely like, more legit than the dogs.
I forgot. I saw that a while ago. It,
dude,
like, popped
look
up
at the fashion though.
I know.
Holy cow!
So cool.
I mean, we're so talking cool. Like snow days ski jour. We're talking. Oh my word! This is legit. This guy that's on the horse, he has this like fur jacket on. Yeah. Underneath of it is like your old time like cowboy button down shirt. He's wearing like pit viper sunglasses and a cowboy hat.
It's like
and he's sitting on a horse.
The most amazing fashion.
Wow. It's all fur coats.
It's
like
all
just
fur
all
coats. Yeah,
fur coats.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's fascinating.
I
good for you. Good find, bro. Good find.
It is. Whenever like I see something like that, I'm always like, oh, that's a really cool coat.
Yeah. I love like winter fashion because you can layer, you can, so what I'll do is like what I do on Sunday is like I'll wear my boots out, like whatever, get here, and then change like into like my sneakers or whatever the case is. So that's taken a couple of years to kind of figure out of like how to do it because there was some trashing of shoes that happened and transpired.
No.
But man, I love like, yeah, it's just so fun.
I love that. Here's the thing. Everybody is always like, Kim, why do you like winter so much? And I'm like, there's only so many layers you can remove in the summertime.
Right, that's true.
You just keep adding layers, and the more layers you add, the cooler you look.
I'm on a ski tour thing. I can't get off.
Next week, I'm going to see you like...
Look at me. I look like a Viking. Like I brought my horse to church today.
Yeah, I do. I very much enjoy... That's a really cool sport that I just found not too long ago.
Well, and okay, I'll take it a step further. Like women look so much more... I don't want to use the word attractive. Modest, maybe, is the word. Like, I feel like in the winter, women finally, like, dress well. Like, so they cover up. It's not, like, as little clothing as we can wear. They put, like, pieces together that I'm like, oh, those are really cool. You know, they work together. And you can appreciate somebody's beauty in the winter, I think more because they're being conservative with their dress than in the summer when it's just totally like as little as I can wear as possible and I'm just going to go out, you know?
That's very, very true.
And I just love it. I love elegance. So I love when people like really try to present themselves in a way where they took the time and they did something, you know, that's there. Guys included. I think guys are in the same boat, you know, like...
I had somebody the other day who complimented my outfit. I was in my like work outfits.
And
she was like, I love your outfit. She's like, it's just so like clean and crisp. And I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah, it is. Girl. Tell me about it.
Man, I wonder if I could buy one of these giant fur coats.
How do you find a ski jour
Amazon
ski jour jacket? I feel like that's not an Amazon thing. I feel like this is like you got to go to Wild Bill's
later.
I got to go to Wild Bill's. What is it called? What are the Wild Bill's hide shop? Get myself a fox suit.
A fox suit. Do you have wild buffalo jackets here? I mean, I love that stuff. Like,
he has a giant
I have a giant buffalo in my office.
If you find a buffalo jacket, then I encourage you to remove your bison head, hollow it out, and wear it wearing your bison.
Why do you think people don't embrace like the fur thing? Is it just because it's so like risque?
I don't know.
I wonder what's the deal is with that.
Why do you? Hey, listeners, is there anybody who does it?
I wonder. Yeah, like do people
do you not
have
like fur coats?
a problem
PETA
with that?
really kind of swooped in and did some things. Jordan's found it. No, see, that's too like urban. No,
buddy.
No, don't get that.
Midwest fur. No. It's a jean jacket with a giant fur top to it.
No, don't do that. You're gonna look like Justin Timberlake. No, don't.
Oh my word, we gotta land this plane.
We do. We gotta land this plane.
Okay, what do you want to hear?
What do you love about winter? What do you hate about winter? What's your grease and grace about it? You know?
Yeah.
That's just because it's such a like broad topic.
It is.
Like, what sports do you like in the winter?
Yeah. I would say, like what would I be curious about in the winter?
What kind of winter girly are you?
Actually, I'll go down that road.
Chapstick and Adele.
Does your musical preference change when the season hits?
Mine does.
It does.
It does.
Now, I'm not talking Christmas, okay? Because Christmas is a whole different season. Yeah. So the month of December, but after December, after, winter has gone, when you start your January playlist, is it different than your, like, what you listen to in the spring, summer, fall?
Interesting.
That's what I would be curious about. Has yours? Yeah. I mean, for sure. Like, I probably would tend, like, in the fall and winter to go more to, like, acoustic, kind of vibes music and stuff like that. Yeah. And then probably in the summer we go more like Ben Rector style, like fun music where it's more like live barbecue style music. Nice. Yeah, I would say. Does yours?
My taste, it's been changing, interestingly enough, because the boys are listening to what I listen to a little bit more, so I'm a little bit more intentional about.
Hey, what's the music you brought up a couple of weeks ago? That's like just
the 90s.
No, instrumental. Like it's like beats. We were talking about lo-fi, and then we were talking about working out, and you had like some like genre of music that you talked about.
Boom bap.
Boom bap. How do you spell it?
Like boom.
Okay.
Bap.
BAP.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out like what that was the other day, and I could not. It's a like legitimate genre of music.
It is. Are you on Spotify right now?
Not yet, but I just saved it. Man, I like in the wintertime though, I love lo-fi stuff. So chill. And records.
I listen to very like chill music in the winter time.
Bon Iver.
No. I mean, yes, that's more like fall.
Oh yeah,
but then like Hozier and stuff like that is like very fall vibes.
Our default is just straight music
all the
time. Goes all the time.
But I think that's how our friendship started.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
okay. Well,
what music do you listen to in the wintertime?
Yeah, or does it change? I think that's interesting because I think if your music changes, maybe your mood changes.
It does. I tend to listen to a little bit more like
ambient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just depends on what you're doing. It's really weird too when you like put a song on that's like summer-esque in the winter. Like it's almost like a alarm goes off. Like, what are you doing?
Like I have a family time, like a family, like all of my family kind of barbecue playlist.
Yeah.
And when I play that in the wintertime, I'm like, this is
not
for
good.
The beach.
Yeah.
We are like, I'm listening to like Bob Marley right now.
It's like,
this is not summertime vibes.
Bob Marley didn't even live in the snow. He never saw snow in his life. So there's that.
Yeah.
All right. So there's ways that you can reach out to us. Number one is through social media, and do it, man. Like, what's the holdup?
We've had a lot of people looking at our Facebook.
I mean, hit us up. Like, hit that comment button. Yeah, don't hit us, please. I can't handle that. It would be a bad thing. But that's number one. Number two is greaseandgracepod.com, which is our actual website. And then greaseandgracepod@gmail.com is our email address. And you can hit us up there and shoot us just like comments. We'll take all things. We'll take comments, sarcastic remarks.
Yep.
We'll take show suggestions. If you have like something that you're thinking like, man, I'd love to hear like Kim's take on this. Cool. Send it over. Like we would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So hit us up. Until next week, though, we'll talk to you real soon.
Adios,
amigos.
I almost said, what is that from? I gotta find it now. I can't say adios, turd nugget. What is that from?
Later.